baby, my Valentine. Can I eat the making what temperature is? If you leave me, you're good. I swear, you are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Love me because I me. I am so obsessed. I want to never need it. Make I see you love. Yeah, my love. Make a bad man. I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now you my con the carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never riding solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I'm feeling what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Oh, no. Your body, they make I see you, love. Now you where they got my fancy. When they do me, I give party. Oh, no, 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 no.
Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, gimme, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need them, make I look pity. You won't make us enjoy me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad can make you for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pana. Come and give me show.
Wearing the Timberwolves 1, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, you go again. Putting on your own rodeo again. Yeah, you push me out just to flash that smile and last on again. I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here 1,000 times, 1,000 it won't be so bad, cause I don't really wanna talk about it. Many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. We'll watch the Memphis Grizzlies in this one as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Target Center. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And he's really shot the ball well from the charity stripe recently. He's stepping up to the line with confidence and just burying those shots in bunches. It's been encouraging to watch his development.
Before we get going here, we have time for a pregame courtside report. Allie LaForce, it's all yours.
Ja Morant, a first-time All-Star in 2022. His teammates say he is the best point guard in the league. Morant said, quote, "I'm a very humble guy, but also confident. So I'll let my teammates continue to talk for me. I'll just do what I can do on the floor to prove them right." Brian, Coach Jenkins said, quote, "All he cares about is winning."
Indeed. Thanks, Allie. Well, we're at the time of the calendar when some teams go through a mid-season lull. Grant, what has to be done to avoid that?
Well, first of all, you have to keep your composure. You cannot panic. And, of course, this is when a coach earns his keep. Motivation becomes key. keeping the players focused and making sure nobody starts coasting.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Pass to Bane. The three. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Brooks with it. Inside. Jackson gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Russell. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. Three-pointer off the mark. First quarter of play, a minute in. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Jackson, pass to Bane. Now Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And he knocks down the first one.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Now here's Brooks. 10 points in his last outing. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Off the mark there with a 3.
After 5 shots, that's their first miss. I definitely call that a good start.
Count the basket. Edwards has got 7 points in the game, and you see the ambition and greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Noel, he's checked in for Russell. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And here's Morant outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Now here's Morant. 29 points for him last game against Golden State.
And his assist numbers were remarkable as well. His play is crucial to this team's success.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Now Morant. He has 7. And here's Bane to the middle. Here's Tillman. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower? When you're that open, do you really need to go with the leader?
Pass to Morant. Bane with it. Morant finds Bane. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Edwards for 3. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat. And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle. I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw dropped for Brooks. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Rivers is checked in for Edwards. And Brooks drops them both. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Gobert. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Outside Bane. Pass to Brooks. Over McDaniels. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota in the lead. Driving in. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And then Morant with the jam.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climbing.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Noel. And it's off from three-point range.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Minnesota foul. Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Memphis, Dillon Brooks. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
And Brooks drops them both. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
And the bucket is good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Rivers. Sends it home from three-point land.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Morant. He's got 11. Bane, no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Rivers, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Last time they came together was in Minneapolis, where they fell to the Timberwolves.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Now here's Anderson. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
And he really contributed on defense. Brought the intimidation with 2 big blocks.
Well, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Here's Morant, following the score by Minnesota.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
For 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Morant. Jackson outside. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Anderson. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And it's a 4-point Memphis lead. And Minnesota calls time here.
Wolves fans, you know them, you love them. Here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Prince comes in for McDaniels. And when it comes to getting high percentage looks, here are the big men who know how to get it done. In the 3rd spot, Rudy Gobert. The 4th spot held by Brandon Clark.
The challenge for bigs is not only to create high percentage looks, but to also finish consistently. This group, they do just that.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
Minnesota has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the 1st. Here's Anderson. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Outside Jones. Out to the right wing. Here's Aldama. Misses the three. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Rivers. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. From 13. Here's Clark. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Here's Prince. That one doesn't drop. And it's Memphis the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
A good job that time by Prince putting his muscle on display. Excellent work fending off the contact and capitalizing.
Now here's Jones. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Here's Noel. The 3 ball. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Outside Jones. It's intercepted. And here they come. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
First one falls. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Jones with the ball. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Pass to Clark. Back to Jones. Over to the wing. Here's Conchar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Clark with the slam.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Knocks down the triple. Noel's got 8.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
On the wing, Conchar fires the 3. And it's Noel with a rebound. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-6 run. From downtown, sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Noel's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Left side, Jones. Clark with the screen. To the inside. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Rivers. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Clark. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State. Back to Jones. Fires the 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Jones has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
On the wing, Noel, defended by Jones. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Clark. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Williams. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. There's 49 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Jones. Blocked! And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter here. Oh, Clark with the slam. The Timberwolves shooting 53%, setting the tone right from the opening tip. Anderson for 3. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Conchar drives in. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Clark's got 10 points.
I just love the ball.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Anderson gets the bucket.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Jones. Floats one up. Nice D from Reed. Buries it down low. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
On the court for Memphis, Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Tillman in at center. And the Grizzlies with possession here. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Jackson for 3. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Takes it inside. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Memphis trailing here. Three-pointer, Brooks buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Well, this man knows how to handle that rock. Looks like it's part of his body.
Here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Here's Moran. Good D by Gobert.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 9. Over McDaniels. Outside Moran. Jacks up a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Saturday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming to town.
And for their matchup with Orlando, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Now here's Brooks, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Down low. Here's Jackson, and Gobert with a block. Edwards against Bane. Edwards can't hit.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Russell. Morant, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Fred.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Bane, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Memphis has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Tillman, driving to the basket, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Outside Morant. The 3 from Bane. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
3rd in points off turnovers, and they're among the top 10 in the league in block shots. They don't concede easy buckets at the rim. Their big men play great help defense inside.
And their defense is a huge part of their offense. The points off turnovers this team generates, it takes a lot of pressure off their half-court offense. Over to the left wing. Pass to Tillman. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. Russell knocks it away.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
McDaniels, that's good. Now here's Brooks. He's got 9. 3-pointer. Prince grabs the miss. Prince has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brooks with the rebound. And Memphis shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Pass to Jackson. Fires from deep. Drops in the 3. Jackson's got 10 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Yep, that one goes. Russell's gotten it done so far from the field, making 4 of his 6 attempts. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Outside Bane. .11 feet out, and he hits it. He's got 5. Edwards against Bane. Launches it. And that's good. Anthony Edwards for 3.
He's now matched his three-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
And stolen by Edwards. Now Gobert. A 17-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. Baseline try. And Edwards with the basket on the assist from Gobert. Edwards got 12 now in this quarter.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
McDaniels against Brooks. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here's Morant. He's got 11. Timeout called. Memphis.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Prince. And Rivers is subbed in for McDaniels. Williams against Edwards. Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. Edwards against Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Can they get it? Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. Anderson with it. Guarded now by Williams. And the basket is good. Anderson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for him at that end of the floor.
Now here's Clark. 10 points for him. Outside Jones. Outside Williams. Over Edwards. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Here's Russell. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Jones. He's got 5. Outside, Williams. Back to Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves.
Attention fans, it's time to fire off some t-shirts.
Looking at this last month, here are the NBA teams that have been outstanding at reading the opponents and picking their pockets. Second, the Grizzlies.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And Reed with a basket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Russell, and again, it's Minnesota converting.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
The Grizzlies shooting at 30% here in the second. Jones in the post. And another basket for Memphis.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Here's Russell, drives to the hoop. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at Memphis, sitting pretty at this point of the season, second place and looking to move to first. And of course the Timberwolves, they're 5 spots behind them.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Here's Williams. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
The Timberwolves shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. And they double up Edwards. Over Williams. Hits the front of the rim and out. Outside Jones. Over Edwards. Jones misses.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside. That's how you create high percentage offense.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Aldama, no good. Edwards against Jones. The leaner. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Edwards has got 28.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Jones, his shot is good.
And the advantage he has is clear. Just taking what the defense gives him right there.
Here's Rivers. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now here's Jones. He's got 9. Here's Aldama. Back to Jones. 4-3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Russell. Doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Jones. Here he goes. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Shooting from Memphis, Tyus Jones. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Jones hits them both. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Jones with the ball. 14 points for him. From 12 feet. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Williams from long range. And it's Noel with the rebound. Here's Edwards. And that one's on target from the wing. Edwards got 30.
Well, that's an extremely hard shot to defend if Edwards can master the pull-up. Watch out now. It would be a real weapon for him.
And so it's Minnesota already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half.
Great battle between these two. They take a lot of pride in how they approach the game, and it seems like they're playing with extra enthusiasm tonight.
Yeah, those elite matchups, man, they can bring the best out of you.
All right, and shifting gears to our current matchup, it's been a rough one so far for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Definitely they need to get out on the three-point shooters and contest. The deep ball is killing them. This is what happens when the other team identifies your weakness and just keeps hammering on it.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Clock at 6. From deep, Bane buries it from 3. Bane's got 8.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Jackson against Russell. From the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You want to talk about length? Gobert's arms go on forever. A major threat for putback slams.
Well, Memphis shooting a solid 47%. Pass to Tillman. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's McDaniels. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And that one's good for Brooks.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's McDaniels. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
A nice start to the 3rd. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Moran against Russell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's for Minnesota. They've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. With the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Give him 8.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the score by Minnesota.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night. Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
To stop the run, and he jams it home with authority.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the 3rd quarter. Here's Edwards. Second chance shot. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 8.
They're holding a big advantage in second chance points.
Well, I tell you what, offensive rebounding is really an important statistic. Maybe undervalued a bit, but those extra possessions really do help.
Here's Tillman. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 6 assists now in the game. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Fires from the wing. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
I'll tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand. Boy, you get everything you want from a young star in Anthony Edwards. I mean, excellent all-out energy in every minute he's on the floor. Plays hard and with great intensity, and he's got a commitment to working hard in practice. That is a really good combination for one of your franchise players.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Pass to Tillman. There's the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. Well, practice certainly has paid off when you look at Anthony Edwards' stat line, Clark.
Yeah, improvement across the board, BA, and that doesn't just happen by accident or osmosis. You got to put the work in. In almost every category, his game is only getting stronger and better. The future, extremely bright for this young man, especially if he can keep that arrow green and going forward.
Now here's Morant. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. And it's Memphis with another.
So good at taking what the D gives him. Morant keeping the game simple.
Here's Edwards. The Grizzlies pull it in. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Totally uncontested, but it still took impressive balance and agility to hit it.
Outside Morant. Let's go with a three. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Prince is checked in for Anderson, and it's Noel in for Anthony Edwards. And here's Morant outside. Gets the three to fall. Morant's got 8 points in the quarter.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Here's Gobert. And there it is for him. Gobert's got 12 points.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Pass to Tillman. Back to Brooks. Russell against Morant. Brooks from outside. That one no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, their offensive rebounding throughout this one has been clutch, timely. I mean, it's kept the ball out of the enemy's hands and gotten them lots of second chance points. That's a winning recipe.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off a transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
The first free throw is good.
You know, one of the things that sets McDaniels apart is his ability to guard virtually any position on the floor. He creates major matchup problems with that versatility.
Rivers is checked in for the Timberwolves. Clark is checked in for Memphis. Conchar comes in for Desmond Bane. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Talking about McDaniels' defense, that's how he got a lot of minutes early in his career.
You know, a lot of guys make their mark defensively early on, which buys them time to develop in other areas, and it's an ideal way for young players to contribute right away. If you're stressing defense, then he's a guy that you want on your team.
Jackson gets the bucket.
What a night for Jackson so far. This could be the level of play we see from him consistently in future seasons.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Here they come. Now heading to the floor. It's your Minnesota Timberwolves Sixers.
Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Williams is checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Morant. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Rivers. The rebound by Jackson. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now here's Williams. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Jackson gets the bucket.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Here's Noel. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Noel's got 16 points.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Jones, the pass to Jackson. Connects from downtown.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Here's Gobert. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now here's Jones. 14 points for him. Uncovered. Prince grabs the miss. Prince has got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Reed with a drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Give him 8.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Well, Memphis shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Outside Jones. Jackson for 3. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Conchar. Jackson the screen. 5 to shoot. Back to Clark. With some arc. The shot won't fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Now Gobert. 12 points for him. Here's Rivers. From 17. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
And here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. Now Clark kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Jones. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the last.
Controls the rebound and the putback. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
And here are the Grizzlies. Here's Jones. 14 points for him. Pass to Clark. Jackson with a screen on Gobert. Clark, the pass to Jackson.
Minnesota foul. Nas Reed. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Memphis, Jaren Jackson Jr. Taking 2 shots.
That one falls for Jackson. Knight, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. And so Jackson nails both of them. So it's Minnesota now. Here's Rivers. Again, the Timberwolves score.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Here's Aldama. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Noel. Aldama grabs a board. Well, the Grizzlies shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one.
Jalen Noel. First personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Here's Jones. And it's Memphis with another.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Rivers. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Back to Conchar. Shot clock at 6. Williams passes to Jackson. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Noel, defended by Jones. And that one's good. Noel's got 18 points in the game. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Jackson outside. Pass to Jones. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Knight. And for Minnesota, they're shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. The baseline J is on the way. And Minnesota again with a bucket. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Jones. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Reed. That's good from Jackson on the assist from Jones. Jackson's got 28.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Jones. 16 points for him. Jackson the screen. Shot from 12. Soft touch off the glass. Jackson's got 30 points.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Chalk up 2 there.
The attacking mentality of Prince right there. You love that. If he has a lane, he's not going to wait around. He's going to hit it right away.
Outside Jones. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Tyus Jones at the line for 2.
That's good from Jones. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's Minnesota with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. And though there's time left, they don't look like they're about to give up this huge lead. More 2K action in just a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And for Minnesota, they're shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. On the court for the Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the 4.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
The Grizzlies shooting has been good. Around 52% from the field. Morant with it. Russell covering. Brooks from outside. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Corner shot. Anderson. And the tip in on the offensive boards.
They have banged the boards hard this half. Those second chance points are mounting up.
Morant against Russell. Tillman with a screen from deep. Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. 2 points. That one goes. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Russell against Morant. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes, as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
From the baseline. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And, you know, once Russell catches fire now, let him eat. I mean, he's got the ability to take over games with his scoring.
Pass to Tillman. It's blocked by Gobert. Outside McDaniels. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Aldama. The 3 is up. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Edwards. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. Edwards has got 37.
Oh, man. They have really heated up from mid-range.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Morant. And that one's drained from the low block. Morant's got 12 points here in the second half.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Wow, he really played phenomenal tonight, but we've almost come to expect that from him. He feeds off the energy from this crowd, and it certainly plays a part in elevating his game. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's more on the take. Boom! He jams it straight down.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Here's Morant after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. A nice shot by Forbes.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. That one drops for him. Morant's got 6 here in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Anderson can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's Forbes. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And, you know, in that mid-range area, that in-between area, Forbes is a hard cover. Because when he gets a little room, he's really deadly.
From deep, Bane. Can't get that one to go. Now 4 for 10. Minnesota's shooting has been tremendous. 63% for the game and scoring with confidence. More. Pure from three-point range. Memphis has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Pass to Clark. Here's the floater. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Anderson. And he drops it in from the low post.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
For Memphis, they've gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Here's Tillman. And players weather some verbal abuse from fans on the road. Clark, we've seen some of them say they'll mirror that energy. What do you think about that?
Well, I tell you, it's interesting, Brian. Clearly, fans have a right to cheer and say things, but they can't be abusive. And just because you buy a ticket doesn't give you a right to treat the players as if they're not human. And we've seen fans cross the line in that regard. That's unacceptable. As a player, your impact is best felt on the court, so you have to control your emotions, but the fans and the venues have a responsibility to make sure that people who have a ticket act as they should for having that ticket, not feeling as though they can do or say anything they want to the players.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. He's off on that one, and Memphis taking it the other way now. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Outside, Williams. Well, Grant, the NBA has led the way when it comes to diversity and representation in the high-level jobs. Grant, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, B.A., I love this. I mean, the NBA really, truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Clark.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Conchar, he's checked in for Memphis. And Clark drops them both. Edwards with it. Three-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Now here's Morant. Clark outside. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And here's Edwards outside. He can't hit that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Conchar. And there's the lob. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it.
You just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Jalen Jackson Jr., Dylan Brooks.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to own a piece, eh, Grant?
Hey, B.A., you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time, and I think the league has more growth globally in the years to come.
Free throw good, Edwards. He's perfect from the line this time.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Pass to Tillman, and there's a defensive 3-second call. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways, but giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league. the players, the coaches, everyone involved using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Down low. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
And here's Edwards outside. Counted from distance. Edwards got 42 in the game.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Inside. Misses the layup.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play.
Oh, big finish!
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And the Grizzlies' shooting has been good. 54% in this one. Well, last season, Clark, there were a flurry of moves at the trade deadline. Big in-season moves are common now.
Yeah, you know, BA, GMs are not afraid to make bold trades mid-year, and so much of their jobs ride on how successful their teams are and what kind of players they can acquire. So they're willing to roll the dice in an effort to hit a home run.
Here's Conchar. Pass to Tillman.
Timberwolves.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark is checked in for Tillman. Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And it's Jones in for Morant. Minnesota on D. Here's Jones. And a nice finish on the layup. Jones has got 20.
Well, the game plan offensively coming out of the half, I like it. I mean, they've been efficient and effective, but they're still chasing the lead.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Tillman's checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Bane in for Conchar. So it's the Grizzlies now. Brooks with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. From deep, Bane. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
And here's Edwards outside. Hits the trifecta. Edwards got 49 in the game.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Brooks against McDaniels. The three from Bane. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The shot's good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's Memphis with it after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Good work there as it goes. Bane's got 21.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Reed passes to McDaniels. Outside, Anderson. Fires for 3. And yes, another basket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense, really taking it to the opposition.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Timberwolves.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And with this win, they'll have a 2-1 advantage in this tightly contested season series with 1 more game remaining this year against the Grizzlies.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Now here's Edwards over Bane. Edwards can't hit. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Jackson, right side, takes the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're leading by 15. There's 38 seconds left in the final quarter.
Show your spirit, fans. Loudest in the arena gets a free t-shirt.
Some changes for Minnesota. Prince comes in for McDaniels, and it's Noel in for Anthony Edwards. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Clark is checked in for Tillman. Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Williams is checked in for Brooks. And it's Conchar in for Bane. There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Reed. Here's Russell going inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Oh, and Reed with a block. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. .19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams from long range. And again, it's Memphis with a 3. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Leader from distance. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Russell's got 30 points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a Great run to finish it off.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, thanks, guys. D'Angelo, some great basketball tonight. Talk about the winning habits this team is forming.
Keeping it simple on the offensive end, limiting our errors on the defensive end. And I think that piles up. We stay solid throughout the whole game. Just simple, man. I think the simpler we keep it, the better we are as a team.
Keep it simple. What a great reminder. Thanks, D'Angelo.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.